May the gods watch over your battles, friend. I must have misheard you. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have... Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here's your reward. What you want me to let the dragon? There must be another way. I'll do it. I didn't say... Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon? I want to help you, dragon. Oh, frickin' General. Do you think they... No. I can't... They're getting both... If the Greybeards were willing to host... Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop...
Alduin? I feared as much. We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs. I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin. Paarthurnax has made the decision to... Even the Greybeards. So be it. We will see if they still remember us. Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn. Wind guide you.
Only the foolish or the courageous are prone. Do I know you?
The ground was littered with dried scales.
It's about time they turned their gate. I have been...
every few days.
I can't afford to appeal.
All
Alduin. Even Tullius may be forced to talk truth. Yes, I'll give Tullius...
And what would you have me do? If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long?
Are my men... Do you have some reason to be here? The Greybeards? What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't... My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons. I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all... Fair enough. That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of legions. If the Emperor... Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council.
Ulfric's planning an attack
For
on
all
Whiterun.
the good it will... He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report.
So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. Peace? They are not, but take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
And so we meet again. But this time I know who and what you really...
I'm here because it's required of me. But there's nothing to be gained by talking to that murderer.
Why delay? Please, take... Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? Your chief Talos hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's bit. To think that I would sit down at the same table with that. Thalmor bitch. Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tully, It feels like a mistake to me. But I'll bow to your judgment on this. But she is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's supposed to be on our side?
You know exactly... No. Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't
We're
be able
here
to
to
resist.
arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hoped to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
Want in return.
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. In exchange for Riften seems like a better choice to me. Well fortified, easily not enough to outweigh the loss of Markarth. Fair enough. Winterhold, better than nothing, I suppose. But Ulfric will need to offer a lot more if he wants me to give up Markarth without a fight.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk with good faith.
I don't blame you, Dragonborn. You made the best of a bad situation. But I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with a new demand. You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands for your own selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your pitiless agreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does it have to do with the...
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
Swords, bones, where will these demands end?
Out with it, then.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for your butchery at...
All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
You've been even-handed so far. What do you say to our demand? Well said. For once you'll actually pay for your crimes. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. Ulfric will allow Imperial troops to enter Winterhold. Kraldar will replace Coriel as Jarl. The Stormcloaks will pay appropriate compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten. You both agree to this?
I shouldn't agree to terms that so blatantly favor the Empire. I have no choice, though, under the circumstances. But once Alduin's defeated, then it will be the Empire's turn. Remember, Evgir Unslag. You should be pleased, Elisif. You've done well for yourself as the Empire's pet Jarl. But beware, the Empire's loyalty is fickle. They will tire of this war, and then I will be the one dictating terms to you.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn.
I'm afraid that's
I hope it was worth it.
He's a dragon. The Blades have been... Justice demands that he die for his crime. Until he is dead, I anticipated the problem, and unguessed cross-referencing this with Delphine's... don't you... By calling the dragon with the voice, he's not compelled. Your voice in particular, I think it's very likely that he... indeed. Odavin. Winged
Jarl
snow
Balgruuf,
as I read it.
I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan.
Yes, ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men are... Yeah?
Let's get this over with.
Ubona in Sir Alduin. No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin. Renikva, many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course, Muni Mae, now once Lord Croesus, he has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesure, the souls of the mortal dead. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midove navarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. Zuulost ofan hin am? Only this. Of course, I could fly you there. Onikan Kora, and you free me, and I will carry you to Skuldafn.
A captive dragon. Just think of the possibilities. Remember, you're my... Incredible. Sir, you have no idea how long I have waited for such an opportunity. I would be most appreciative if you would permit me to perform some, tests on you, purely in the interests of the advancement of knowledge.
Be gone, mage. Do not test my promise to the Dovahkiin.
I assure you, you will not even notice me. Most of them are hardly painful at all to a large dragon such as yourself.
Farengar, very bad idea, even for you.
Surely you wouldn't miss a few scales, or a small amount of blood.
Something to tell the grandkids, eh?
What are
You sure about that?
doing back there?
Your funeral. Someone else.
Enough, fool.
This seems like a really bad idea to me.
Carry on, soldier. This is all part of the Dragonborn's plan.
For the gods.
Was nu? Ini dein Rufe Astval. Saran Uth. Zuk Brit Oth. I warn you once you've Amativ. Mu Bo Kotin Stinselok.
You're the bravest person I've ever met. The biggest fool.
May Kinneret guard you while you pass